Next class is difference between these looping statements and conditional statements. So what is loop? So we already completed the loops, simple, perform, perform intense, perform until, perform varying, perform intense. Okay, perform through. So coming to looping statements. So in the looping statements, we use perform statements. In conditional statements, we are going to use if and evaluate. So if we want to use loop means to validate the given condition. So in conditional test statements also to validate the given condition. So the main difference for loop and conditional statement means if you want to execute any logic, so more than one time, then I can prefer looping statements. Means you want to execute a logic more than one time, then we can prefer this looping statements. Okay. So what is conditional statement means if you want if the given condition is true, when the condition is true, then only I want to execute the logic, then I can prefer conditional statements. If my logic is true means then only I want to execute the statements. Okay. So these looping statements and conditional statements you can code it in procedure division area B. Okay. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So coming to conditional statements. So what is conditional statements are if and evaluate. So given statements, uh, conditional statements is if and evaluate. So using this conditional statements, we can validate the given conditions. Okay, by using if and evaluate statements, we can validate the given conditions. Okay, if the given condition is true, okay, the given condition is true, then only I want to execute any logic, then I can prefer this conditional statements. So when my condition is true, then only I want to execute my logic, means any message or not. If the condition is, this conditional statements always coded in the procedure division area B. We can coded these conditional statements in procedure division area B. Okay, if the condition is conditional statements always follows of execution will be conditional statements. The flow of execution will be the condition is true, execute the logic and terminate. Means the flow of execution of this conditional statements is so if the condition is true, then only execute the logic and terminate. Okay. If the condition is false means directly we can terminate without any execution. Okay. Without any execution, the control goes to terminate the loop. I mean conditional statements. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So at the end of these conditional statements, so the statements are going to end with end if and evaluate by using that scope terminator, explicit scope terminator. Okay, by using end keyword, we are ending this conditional statements end if and evaluate. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So coming to conditional statements means so there is a logic. Okay. So your age is greater than or equal to 18. Okay. You can directly okay. So if this condition is true, okay, so age is greater than 18 means we can go to for voting. Okay. If the
Yes.
condition is true, the control goes to inside the loop and execute the statements. Okay. So if the condition is false, your age is 17, the condition is false, directly it will terminate the control.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So coming to looping statements, if you want to execute any particular statements, you already practice these looping programs. So using perform intense, perform until, and perform vary. So if you want to execute any statement number of times by giving condition and without condition, okay, so want to execute number of times. So at that time you can prefer these looping statements. So if the condition is true, then only I want to execute the statements means then I can prefer conditional statements. Okay. So conditional statements are different types like simple if else if, and nested if. Okay, we'll see this different types of conditional statements in the next class. Okay.
Yeah.